All right, so we're looking at this particular sequence here. Two different ways of finding the 100th term in the sequence. One of the ways is I can figure out what the pattern is, which is what, plus 6, plus 6, plus 6. So I can do plus 6. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, I can plus 6 94 more times. Or I could figure out my explicit rule. So I can say T of n is equal to, I always have to figure out the term 0. So the 0th term is what, negative 14. And then I am adding 6 each time. So if I plug in 100 into here, I should get my answer. So write an explicit rule. Oh, I guess I already did that. That's nice. T of n is equal to, starting with 14 as your 0th term, and then we're adding 6 each time. A recursive rule that we could write is we could say that T of 1 is equal to negative 8. And then what we could do is we could say of T of n plus 1, in other words, the next number is equal to the first number plus 6. So let's look at what this means. This is saying a particular term. If I want to find the next term, I take that term and add 6. So here, if I'm talking about any term here and I want to find the next one, so if I want to talk about any term and if I want to find the next one, I would just take that term and add 6 to it. So that's one way that I can write it, but that only works for n is greater than 1. Greater than, because I need to actually make sure that this would be the first term and this would be the second term, so or equal to would actually work. All right, so how to use the formula of recursion to find T of n. You literally just say this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So the 5th term is T of 4 plus 6, and T of 4 happens to be 10, which is just 16. So what this kind of rule is it is looking back at the term before it and just figuring out how do you get the next term in that sequence. If you want to find the 120th, explicit is way easier because you literally just plug in your 120 in there. So if you're negative 14 plus 6 times 120 and you're done. If I knew the 118th term, oh my gosh, recursion would be great. I'd say, oh, 118, I'm going 2 more, so I'm going to add 6 and 6 2 more times. That's it. But if you only have the 4th term, this is a big jump, and using the explicit rule would definitely make life much, much easier to deal with.